Join me as I dive deep into the chilling cold case of Melanie Melanson and try to uncover the chilling shadows left behind. In this video, we'll delve into the mysterious case of Melanie Melanson, a young girl who vanished without a trace in 1989, and the lingering shadows her case casts over the community. October 22nd, 1989. A chilly Sunday in Markham, Ontario. The leaves had already turned. Streets were slick with the remnants of a light drizzle. For most, it was just another autumn evening. But for one family, it would be the last normal night they'd ever know. Melanie Melanson was just 13 years old, a bubbly, bright-eyed teenager with dreams bigger than her small-town life. She had long chestnut hair, deep-set eyes, and a laugh that could lift the mood in any room. Her teachers described her as thoughtful and curious. Her friends said she was loyal, the kind of girl who always had your back. That Sunday, Melanie was supposed to meet a friend after dinner. She told her parents she'd be back by 9, but 9 came and went. At first, there was no panic. Maybe she lost track of time. Maybe she stayed a little longer at her friend's. But by 11 p.m., her parents were calling everyone they knew. By midnight, they called the police. And just like that, Melanie Melanson was gone. The initial response was swift. The Markham Police Department treated Melanie's disappearance as urgent. Within 24 hours, officers canvassed the neighborhood, knocking on doors, searching parks, checking train stations, and bus depots. Flyers were printed. Phone trees activated. Local volunteers combed the woods behind her neighborhood. Helicopters hovered over creeks and fields. Divers were brought in to search nearby ponds. Dogs were deployed to track her scent, but it vanished abruptly just a few streets from her home. There were no signs of struggle, no witnesses, no clues. Melanie's last known location was confirmed, her friend's house. She left on foot, alone. She never arrived home. Early on, some in law enforcement floated a theory. Maybe Melanie had run away. A teenage rebellion. A spat with her parents. Maybe she just wanted out. But those who knew her best pushed back hard. Her mother, Janice Melanson, was adamant. Melanie would never leave us. She had her birthday party planned. She was excited. She was happy. There were no warning signs. No diaries with cryptic entries. No fights at home. Her grades were steady. She had friends. She had plans. And most importantly, she left behind everything. Her clothes, her savings, even her favorite Walkman. If she had run away, why hadn't she taken anything? The runaway theory quickly fell apart. What replaced it was worse. As days turned into weeks, speculation ran wild. Had she accepted a ride from someone she trusted? Had she been lured away? Was someone watching her? Was this premeditated? There were whispers of a man who had been seen driving slowly through the neighborhood days prior. Some said he had Florida plates. Others insisted they saw a woman in the passenger seat. Then there was the theory of the nearby wooded trail, a shortcut Melanie might have taken home. It was unlit, isolated, perfect for someone with dark intentions. One boy came forward and claimed to have seen Melanie talking to an older teen near the woods around 8:45 p.m. But when police followed up, the boy recanted, saying he'd gotten confused. The leads dried up, the sightings stopped, and the silence returned. By 1990, less than a year after her disappearance, the case had already cooled. The Melanson family refused to let her memory fade. They organized candlelight vigils, held fundraisers for search efforts, kept her bedroom exactly as she left it. Every Christmas, her name was spoken. Every birthday, a cake was made, one candle more each year, but no Melanie to blow them out. The police admitted they had no suspects, no evidence, no clear direction. The case was filed under open but inactive. In other words, cold. But someone, somewhere, had to know something. Melanie's older sister, Lisa, became one of the loudest voices for justice. In 1998, nearly a decade later, she appeared on a local talk show, pleading, "We just want her back. Even if she's gone, we need to know. This not knowing, it's a different kind of death." Her words echoed what so many families of missing children feel. That unresolved grief is a wound that never closes. Lisa believed someone in Markham was hiding something. "It's too small a town," she once said. "Secrets don't stay buried forever." She would be right. Eventually, something did surface. In 2019, 30 years after Melanie vanished, police made a stunning announcement. They were reviewing new information regarding a person of interest in the case. They didn't name names, but locals began to whisper again. An old neighbor, a former teacher, a distant cousin. Everyone had a theory. Sources close to the investigation hinted that this person had been on their radar before, that he'd left town abruptly a few weeks after Melanie disappeared, that he had a history of violence, but nothing conclusive. Still, the police didn't file charges. Whatever information they had wasn't enough. In 2021, a private investigator hired by the Melanson family announced that ground-penetrating radar had detected something suspicious in a wooded area less than 2 kilometers from Melanie's home. It was an anomaly, something buried, possibly a container, possibly remains. Police agreed to investigate. Cadaver dogs were brought in. The area was cordoned off. But once again, nothing. Just soil, roots, and disappointment. Another dead end. Markham changed after Melanie's disappearance. For a while, parents stopped letting their children walk alone. Streetlights were added along trails. Neighborhood watches formed. But over time, the urgency faded. Only the unease remained. Some locals claimed to still see her face on missing posters, faded and curled at the edges, still taped to utility poles. Others say her case made them more cautious, more protective. Some just avoid talking about it altogether. But for those who knew Melanie, the loss was never abstract. It was personal. She was their girl, and she was stolen. Every year, over 45,000 children go missing in Canada. Most are found. Some are not. Melanie Melanson's case is a tragic reminder of those who slip through the cracks, of how easy it is for someone to vanish and how agonizing it is for those left behind. Her family still believes she's out there, somewhere, or at the very least, that someone holds the key to the truth. In a letter to the community written just last year, Melanie's mother wrote, "If you know something, anything, we're not looking for justice anymore. We're just looking for peace." Let's go over the most discussed theories again. Did she run away? Unlikely. No signs of planning, and nothing was taken. Was it a stranger abduction? Statistically rare, but possible, especially with that Florida license plate sighting. Was someone close to her involved? This theory persists. Some say she may have been lured by someone she trusted, someone who knew her routine. Then there's a darker theory, that Melanie was taken as part of a trafficking operation. Investigators have said there's no evidence to support that, but it hasn't stopped speculation. What we do know is that the truth remains hidden. Melanie Melanson would be 48 years old today. Would she be a teacher, a nurse, a mother? What life was stolen from her and from her family? The pain of missing persons cases isn't just in the loss. It's in the endless maybe. Maybe she's alive. Maybe she's not. Maybe you passed her once. Maybe the answer is buried in a file, or whispered in a bar, or locked in someone's conscience, waiting to be confessed. Maybe someone listening knows more than they're saying. If you have any thoughts on Melanie Melanson's case, please share them in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more cold cases like this one, be sure to check out my next video where I'll be diving into another intriguing case.